3, 2, 1. Right in front of me here, we got the Flite Test Tubby B-17. No, I'm not making fun of it. That's actually its name, because if you can't tell by looking at it, this isn't your typical B-17. Like I said, this is the kit from Flite Test, and it is more of like what you would call a caricature version of the B-17. If you've been following along with the short series of this plane, you know that we've been building this plane for the Northern Aces RC Airshow team, and we're gonna be using this to drop some foam golf balls out of for their show circuit, which I think is super cool because it does have a working bomb bay in it that can drop up to 3 pounds of whatever you put in it, whether it be the foam golf balls, candy, whatever you want it to be. And we're gonna be taking out for the Maiden flight today. So it is all dressed up absolutely beautifully in the Memphis Belle color scheme. The team over the Northern Aces did an absolutely incredible job painting this up very accurately to the Memphis Belle. And shout out Cali Graphics for supplying the graphics that we did put on this. They look incredible. So this plane is going to be flying off 2 3S3300 batteries. We're going to do the main flight without any sort of payload in it first, just to make sure it actually flies, and then we'll load her up and make sure that that bomb bay works, because we're going to be taking this out for its first show this weekend. So let's go ahead and get this thing powered up. Let's go flying. Alrighty, so we got her powered up. We're going to do a final check of the controls here. So just aileron, elevator. We actually don't have rudder on this, but we do have differential thrust, which is kind of unique. So the motors themselves are going to be our rudders on this plane. Now we can turn those off once it's in the air by the flip of a switch, just so we don't get into any weird issues up there, put it into a flat spin, I guess. But we do control it by the flip of a switch here. Other than that, just your simple aileron, elevator. I think we're good to go. We're just going to check the CG one final time before we put this up in the air.
I think a range check with his range.
Yeah, looks good. I do want to test out the differential thrust on the taxi here. Might need to give her a little bit more differential thrust. Oh, there we go. That actually works pretty good. That actually works really good. I'm impressed. That was really good. All right, enough screwing around. Let's go ahead, get this thing up in the air. Really good, yeah. All right, let's get this thing up and away here, get some trim in it, just a little bit of aileron, maybe a little bit of down elevator. Might have to adjust our actual aileron servos there, but other than that, it's flying absolutely beautifully. It's about half throttle right now. Look at that, that's got a very interesting profile to it. Oh, she flies really good. Now there's no stabilization or anything in this. It's just a simple 6-channel Spectrum receiver, no AS3X or anything. And it's doing a fantastic job. Super smooth. I feel like I'm flying something out of like JJ the Jet Plane or something. It looks like it's straight out of that cartoon almost. She got some kick to her too. This plane has been a ton of fun to build. If you guys have followed along with the short series, this thing came as a stack of styrofoam, and we built it into this in about, I would say, build time, about 8 hours completely of build time. So nothing too crazy. It went together incredibly well. The engineering that are in these kits is insane. The fact that you can just turn some styrofoam into a plane like this and fly it is incredible, and how easy it went together. Huge props to Flite Test for making that a possibility. So we're gonna go ahead, bring this thing in for a landing, and we need to put it to the real test and see if it can drop the payload for us. Whoop. Might have to turn down the differential thrust. I turned it up to like 60% just because I didn't think that it would do much, but we want to dial that down a little bit. So the construction of this is actually really cool. So if you look on the inside here is our bomb bay, or our payload area, I guess you would say. And to get to the batteries, you just drop this little flap down. That's where we load the batteries in, plug everything in, close that back up, and then we can go ahead and load up. There we go.
should have brought the other box. Well, the other box is in the truck, so. Well, it almost looks like we could do 3. I'm gonna pick them all up now.
So she's all loaded up, ready for a final mission here. Let's go ahead and get her up in the air. So the payload is right over the center of gravity, so it shouldn't change it that much. We did double check it again, checked out perfectly fine. So let's go ahead, get this thing up in the air. I'm gonna try not to activate the bomb bay too soon. Here we go. Yeah, flies just as good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and, yeah. Do you want me to do it from the left or the right? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right over the runway here. Everyone ready? Oh, I'm gonna do one more pass around here. Hold on one sec. You got her? Yeah. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. There she goes. That was beautiful. Yeah. Perfect cluster. This slows down real nice. Whoop. I'd say she's ready to go for this weekend. It not only flew beautifully, but it executed the bombing run absolutely perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing all prepped and ready for the show this weekend. Stay tuned for some more videos on that, because I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. So if you guys wanna go ahead and check out this plane for yourself, I'll put a link down in the description. I'll also put a link for Cali graphics down here as well, because these graphics look absolutely beautiful. So we gotta go pick up a bunch of golf balls now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alex from Hangar 14 RC. We'll see you later.